Hello and a very warm welcome to day 7 in the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Live powerlifting action to look forward to from Rio Centro Pavilion 2. Well, this is the city's main exhibition and convention centre, and we're located right next to Olympic Park. Almost ready to commence the men's 107 kilo category. The athletes are preparing backstage as we speak. The crowd are filtering in. The atmosphere is hotting up in anticipation of what's about to happen. For those of you new to the sport of powerlifting, athletes will be competing head-to-head in the bench press discipline in a test to see, quite simply, who can lift the most. Well, the body weights have gone up, so are the weights lifted that we are likely to see. Lifters will only receive 3 attempts, and it's their top weight that counts. As with Olympic weightlifting, athletes are only categorised according to body weight. Well, the 50 kilo black discs, they were used for the first time yesterday. The weights are colour coded. Reds are 25, blues 20, yellows 15 and greens are 10. The bar weighs 20 kilos and the collars on the end are 2.5. Well, here are some of the athletes preparing backstage. You can see there's quite a bit of hustle and bustle. Each lifter has their coaches, medical staff and anybody else that fancies coming in for the competition. So who have we got to look forward to? Competing in his 3rd Paralympic Games is China's Huichao, Paralympic champion back in Beijing. 2nd place in London. What can he do here? Should be in amongst the mix today. From Greece, we have Pavlos Mamalos. He goes for Paralympic medal number 3 after placing 3rd in London, 2nd in Beijing. Can Iran's Ali Sadeghzadehsalmani make it medals at 3 out of 3 Paralympic Games? He won bronze in London and in Beijing. Well, we've got a very strong lineup. Opening weights are ranging from 190 kilos all the way up to 233. Here are the loaders or spotters in yellow. They're multitasking today. They're going to be responsible for changing the weights and moving the racks up and down. Well, here is the start list. 10 lifters. The lightest from China, weighing in at 97.26, that's Huichao. And the heaviest lifter from Kyrgyzstan, weighing in at 105 kilos, 0.37. Well, Orosbaev, he is the heaviest man. The body weights will come into play if 2 lifters are on the same weight. The lighter will go into the lead.
Please be seated. Welcome to the men's up to
So the current world record set by a lifter from Azerbaijan. Well, he's competing here today as well. Huseynov. The world record stands at 243 kilos. So the referees are in place. They are wearing blue. They're positioned around the platform. The head referee sat behind the bar. He will play a pivotal role. Yeah, the jury, these are the people that have the power to overturn any decisions that the referees may give.
Chegou a hora do halterofilismo. Vamos juntos à contagem regressiva. Em 10, 9.
So as their countdown clock approaches 0, we are almost ready for liftoff here on day 7. The men's 107 kilo powerlifting division.
Loaders, please load the bar to 190 kilos. 190 kilos, rack height 16.
The lifters had until 5 minutes ago to change their opening weight. And a few have chosen to do so.
From Malaysia, Mohamed Shahmil.
That's it, once the weights are in now for round 1, nobody can change. Lifters will only have 1 opportunity to nominate their weight for round 2, but when we move into the 3rd and final round, they get 2 chances to change. Competition is based on a round-robin system, so all lifters will take their first attempts Then we move on to round 2 and so on. And in each round, it's a rising bar. So first up, onto the big stage, Mohd Shahmil Saad of Malaysia, 30-year-old, making his Paralympic debut here in Rio. Best result was 6th at the World Championships 2 years ago. 195 kilos was the weight lifted there. So coming out pretty close to best, 190. So the things that we need to look out for, or what the referees will be looking out for, is the bar going down under control, pausing on the chest and coming back up dead level. So let's have a look. Why was this lift failed? Well, did it really pause on the chest? That's the question. And I think that's why we have seen the majority go against the athlete. Pretty much went down, straight back up, no pause. So Mohd Shahmil Saad of Malaysia will have to wait until round 2. Next up onto the platform for his first attempt, Ruben Soroseb of Namibia, 36 years of age, making his Paralympic debut. We don't have a huge amount of information, so it'll be interesting to see how Ruben Soroseb of Namibia gets on here. First attempt, 190 kilos. So just requesting the straps. There are 2 straps available. Not allowed to cross the knee joint or the hip joint. They're used to secure the lifter's legs in position. Head, shoulders, hips and feet must remain in contact with the bench at all times. So, first attempt, here we go. So the bar comes back to arm's length, but it looks to be all over the shop. Wobbling left, right. One side coming up faster than the other. And that's what the referees are unhappy with. This isn't just a test of physical strength. It's a test of absolute control and discipline. Lifters know what the rules are, they will train for them. But when they're under this kind of pressure, things can sometimes go wrong. Here we'll see the bar slightly uneven, right side higher, then the left side higher. No lift.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 192 kilos. First attempt from Jordan, Haidarah Alkawamleh.
Barra pronta com 192 quilos para a primeira tentativa de Alkawamleh Júnior.
Lifter to follow, Davlatov, Uzbekistan.
Prepara Davlatov.
So the lifter on the stage now from Jordan, Haidarah Alkawamleh. This is now his 3rd Paralympic Games. Best result was 7th 4 years ago in London, with a best lift of 215. So choosing to open his campaign on 192. There should be a lift comfortably within his grasps. Well, the bar was down on the right-hand side. It stayed down all the way through. Are the referees happy? Yes, they are. So long as it stays in the start position, so it's down on the right-hand side, stayed in that position all the way down to the chest and back up. And that's why he's been given 3 white lights. Alkawamleh of Jordan up into the lead.
Thank you. The bar blue, 195 kilos. First attempt from Uzbekistan, Nuriddin Davlatov.
So we have the technical official that waits just backstage. It's his responsibility to make sure the lifter does not go to the platform until the bar has been loaded and the athlete cooled. And that athlete this time is Nuriddin Davlatov of Uzbekistan, the 27-year-old, making his Paralympic debut. Well, so strong, back to arm's length, almost as if it was an empty bar. Well, he's come back to a seating position, thumbs up, but it's not good. The referees have seen an infringement. Let's have a look.
Please load the bar to 203 kilos now. 203 kilos.
Well, did it pause? Fairly level on the way up. Let's have a look from this angle. I'm not sure that that bar paused for long enough on the chest. It happens so quickly, sometimes difficult to see, and that's why these referees are highly trained, plenty of experience.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 203 kilos. First attempt from Kyrgyzstan, Zhyrgalbek Orosbaev.
Zhyrgalbek Orosbaev of Kyrgyzstan. Well, this is his first lift in the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games here in the men's 107 kilo category. Just 23 years of age. Never competed at a Paralympics before. He has a best that's been registered on a world stage, really, of 180 kilos, choosing to come in on 203. So you would have to assume that training has gone extremely well. The 180 was set 2 years ago at the Asian Para Games. So 203. Well, not easy by any stretch of the imagination, but he's been given it 3 white lights safely in the competition. There are many people around the world that use bench press as a training exercise in the gym. Most of us will use our legs to stabilise the position, either on the floor or feet up on the bench. The lifters that we are seeing right now, it's all in the upper body. They have to balance as well. So it just makes it that bit trickier to satisfy the referees in terms of keeping the bar nice and level.
People's Republic of China, Chen Huichao.
From China, coming out for his first attempt, Huichao Cai. 32 years of age, competing here in his 3rd Paralympic Games. He was the champion in Beijing in front of his home crowd 8 years ago. Had to settle for the silver in London 4 years ago. Wow, how much would he like to be back on top of the podium? Had a disappointing World Championships a couple of years ago. Only finished in 14th place. So this 210 to put him up into the lead. If you watch the lifters' reaction, sometimes that's the giveaway. Sometimes when they look to the scoreboard, they're not 100% sure either whether it was good or not.
Please load the bar to 225 kilos.
Bar touches, pauses, and is driven comfortably back to the start position. Quick discussion about what the second attempt will be, and then leave the coach to nominate it.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 225 kilos. First attempt. Mohamed Ahmed.
So still 5 lifters remaining in round 1 of the men's 107 powerlifting division here in Rio.
Sadeghzadeh, Islamic Republic of Iran.
Next lifter on to stage from Egypt, Mohamed Ahmed, 34-year-old. Paralympic debut, and he's coming up onto the platform now, eyeing up that bar, psyching himself up. Has a best lift of 218. That was set at the World Championships 2 years ago, and it appears that training has gone well since then. He's coming out now on 225. If successful, this will move him up into the lead.
1 minute.
Well, that's an aggressive lift, really firing on all cylinders, and the referees are absolutely happy, and that's enough for Mohamed Ahmed of Egypt to go up into the lead. Look at the arms trembling.
Loaders, please load the bar to 226 kilos now.
The bar travels nice and level, back to arm's length. Just see how much strain the body is under.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 226 kilos. First attempt, Islamic Republic of Iran. Ali Sadeghzadeh.
So clearly enjoying the moment from Islamic Republic of Iran. Ali Sadeghzadehsalmani, 37 years of age now, competing in Paralympic Games number 3. He's the bronze medalist from both London and Beijing. Can he make it 3 out of 3, or even go better here in Rio? Personal best of 235 kilos, while opening his campaign on 226. Well, did the elbows lock out simultaneously? What do the referees make of it? Well, he's been given it. 2-1 is a good lift. Only needs a majority decision for the lift to count.
Loaders, please load the bar to 232
A tremendous
kilos.
shaking going on with the arms. Has to work so hard. We are over double body weight here. These are big, big weights. Sadeghzadehsalmani of Iran. Well, he goes up into the lead with that attempt of 2:26.
Elshan Huseynov.
Barra pronta com 232 quilos para a primeira tentativa. Huseynov, do Azerbaijão.
Lifter to follow. Mamalos.
2 lifters remaining in round 1 of the men's 105 kilo category. Next up from Azerbaijan, Elshan Huseynov, 38-year-old, competing in his 3rd Paralympic Games. Just outside the medals on both occasions, 4th in London, 5th in Beijing. Well, he desperately wants to get himself in amongst the mix here in Rio. And this opening attempt of 232 kilos will be enough for the lead. Well, has he started too heavy here in Rio? 232 kilos. Quite simply, nowhere near. Elshan Huseynov, Azerbaijan, under some pressure now after round 1. What went wrong? Well, maybe mistimed the drive. He's not even getting to the sticking point, really. Well, you'd assume the warm-up has gone well, but a shake of the head as he comes off. No result from round 1.
233 kilos, first attempt from Greece. Pavlos Mamalos.
Barra pronta com 233 quilos para a primeira tentativa de Mamalos da Grécia.
Final lifter remaining in round 1 of the men's 107 kilo powerlifting competition. Pavlos Mamalos of Greece, 45-year-old, Paralympic Games number 4. He was 3rd 4 years ago in London, 2nd in Beijing. It's a huge personal best of 240. Choosing to open his campaign pretty heavy here, 233 kilos. If successful, this will put him up into the lead.
1 minute.
Well, it goes back to arm's length. We'll have to wait for the referee's decision. Was the bar level? Yes, it was. Pavlos Mamalos from Greece goes up into the lead. What a way to conclude the opening round.
190 kilos now.
It's a huge attempt from the big Greek. Wow, great control to the chest. So strong to finish the lift. So there is your leader after the first round. Truly happy with the first attempt, you can clearly see.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 190 kilos. Second attempt from Namibia, Ruben Soroseb.
Barra pronta com 190 quilos para a segunda tentativa de Soroseb.
Now into round 2 of the men's 107 kilo category, live from Rio Centro Pavilion 2. Up onto the stage for the first lift in this second round from Namibia, Ruben Soroseb. He missed 190 on his opening attempt. He's opted for the same weight again. And it's a good lift, 2-1 decision from the referees. This time he's safely into the competition.
Loaders 192 kilos, please. Please load the bar. 192
Just about pauses for long enough.
17.
Bandeiros, por favor, montar a barra com 192 quilos, suporte 17.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 192 kilos. Second attempt from Malaysia.
So Ruben Soroseb of Namibia in 7th place.
Barra pronta com 192 quilos para a segunda tentativa de Mohamed Ahmed.
Lifter to follow, Davlatov, Uzbekistan.
Prepara Davlatov.
Looking very focused as he gets wheeled up onto the platform now from Malaysia. Mohd, Shahmil, Saad. His impairment is the results of the effects of polio. And the best lift of 195. Well, he missed his opening lift though of 190. He's restricted now with how far he can go. Has chosen 192 on a second attempt. Oh no, slowing down of that bar on the way up. Looks to the scoreboard and he gets the decision he wants. This time, 3 white lights and he's now in the competition and in amongst the mix.
200 kilos now, rack height 14.
Bandeiros, por favor, montar a barra com 200 quilos, suporte 14.
Well, this lift of 192 seems Saad from Malaysia into 7th place. Quick discussion about the weight he'll now choose for his second attempt.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 200 kilos, second attempt. Uzbekistan.
Here are the current standings. In the lead from Greece, Pavlos Mamalos in silver medal position. Ali Sadeghzadehsalmani of Iran, and in 3rd place from Egypt, Mohamed Ahmed. 200 kilos is the weight that is now on the bar, And this will bring out the Uzbek, Nuriddin Davlatov. For his second attempt. Failure with 195 in the first round. Easy lifting. Only the referee's decision. And there we are, great lifting. 3 from 3. Referees all happy this time.
Loaders 200 kilos, please. Rack height 17.
Great pause this time on the chest. So confident as he finishes the lift. What was wrong with the first attempt? Quite simply, the weight wasn't heavy enough.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 200 kilos, second attempt. From Jordan, Haidarah Alkawamleh.
Barra pronta com 200 quilos para a segunda tentativa de Alkawamleh.
So all smiles as the lifter from Jordan, Haidarah Alkawamleh, comes on to the platform for his second attempt. Successful with 192 in his opening round. Has now gone to 200 kilos. Successful, this will only be enough for 7th place. It won't put him ahead of the lifter from Uzbekistan, Nuriddin Davlatov, because this guy is the heavier of the two lifters. So this is where body weight plays a big factor now. As soon as we get any lifters attempting the same weights, the order is determined by body weight. The lightest goes into the lead.
One minute.
Well, the bar looks really uneven, but it did all the way through, and the referees were happy on the first attempt. And they're happy again. Majority decision.
Loaders 211 kilos now, rack height 13.
Well, clearly has one arm longer than the other. It may be partly due to the impairment. There, bar starts, the right side is lower, and it stays lower all the way through, and that's why the referees are accepting it as a good lift. More difficult to referee. Smiles from Alkawamleh of Jordan say it all. Well, the loaders, as they have been adjusting the weights on the bar for each lifter, they also have to adjust the rack height. Every lifter nominates their required height, and it's down to the loaders to accommodate.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. Second attempt, 211 kilos from Kyrgyzstan, Zhyrgalbek
Just waiting for the clock to start counting, and then the lifter will be released onto the platform.
Lifter to follow, Che, China.
Prepara, Che.
Zhyrgalbek Orosbaev of Kyrgyzstan, 23 years of age, while successful with his opening attempt of 203, is currently in 5th position. This lift of 211, well, it's not going to be good enough to put him up into medal position, but it will move him up 1 position into 4th.
no lift.
Wow, disappointing.
Movimento nu, na segunda tentativa
Shake of
de
the head.
Orosbaev,
He knows
exibição.
that was not good enough.
Loaders, 215 kilos now. Please load the bar.
Well, did it pause again? That's the question.
Rack height 13.
But
Anilheiros, por favor, montar a
nowhere
barra.
near.
215
Side
quilos,
spotters
suporte
having to step in. And they are doing a great job keeping the athlete's safety in the forefront of their mind. Really close support all the way through the lifts. If you watch, they will be linking their hands underneath the bar, following it down, following it up.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 215 kilos, second attempt. People's Republic of China. Huichao.
Barra pronta. 215 quilos para a segunda tentativa de Huichao, República Popular da China.
Lifter to follow. Huseynov.
Prepara o
So the lifter from China, Huichao, coming on to the platform for his second attempt. Well, he had a great opening lift of 210. His impairment is cerebral palsy. He has a daughter back home that I'm sure will be watching and supporting. So, chosen to go up 5 kilos. Currently in 4th position. This won't be good enough to contend for the medals. Well, clearly strong enough. So the referees deem there to have been enough control. Yes, they do.
China.
215 kilos. Nicely extends his position in
Loaders,
4th.
232 kilos, please. Load the bar to 232 kilos, rack height 14.
Anilheiros, por favor, montar a barra com 232 quilos, suporte 14.
Champion from 8 years ago in Beijing. Does he have what it takes to pull himself up into contention on his 3rd and final lift?
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 232 kilos, second attempt. From Azerbaijan, Elshan Huseynov.
Barra pronta com 232
Elshan
segunda tentativa.
Huseynov, Azerbaijan, 38 years of age.
Lifter to follow. Egypt.
He's finished just outside the medals in the previous 2 games. Well, from round 1, doesn't have a result. So this, to get him up into a medal position. This would be good enough for silver position and push Mohamed Ahmed from Egypt out of the medals. All to play for here on his second attempt. Well, again, he's in some real trouble. Nowhere near on the first attempt, and I'm afraid nowhere near again on the second. Well, you've got to question the choice of weight. The best weight that I have recorded is a 230.
Rack height 15.
It was done 2 years ago at the World Championships. It was also done 4 years ago at the Paralympic Games in London. Well, I've got no results or nothing to say that he's done any more on the world stage. And choosing here to start so heavy, 233. As I say to my athletes, it's not the weight you start on that's important, it's what you finish on.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 233 kilos, second attempt. From Egypt, Mohamed Ahmed.
Barra pronta com 233 quilos para a segunda tentativa de Saad do Egito.
Lifter to follow. Mamalos, Greece.
Para Mamalos.
Well, the current bronze medalist, not bronze medalist, sitting in bronze medal position, making his Paralympic debut from Egypt, Mohamed Ahmed. Well, how much would he love to go away with something shiny from these games here in Rio? He's clearly focused, clearly determined. Lifted 225 on his opening attempt. If successful right now, at 233, he will leapfrog the other two lifters remaining and put himself up into the gold medal position. Big lift here, Mohamed Ahmed of Egypt. Well, did he pause for long enough? I don't think that's relevant. The bar certainly was not level on the way up. Celebrating as if he's got it, but I think that's wishful thinking. Lift has been failed, 2-1. In third place. Near side of the bar, considerably lower than the other side.
The bar is loaded, 234 kilos, second attempt. From Greece, Pavlos Mamalos.
Barra pronta por 234 quilos para a segunda tentativa de Pavlos Mamalos, da Grécia.
So from Greece, the next lifter to play his cards, Pavlos Mamalos. Well, he is the current leader. Clearly feels that the previous attempt, 233, was close to a limit. Well, looked okay to us. Has only opted for a 1 kilo increase. Now, is this tactical or not? I'm not sure. Remember, the lifters can only nominate a weight once.
1 minute.
So 1 kilo up, 234. Well, it really does look comfortable. I'm not sure why he's only gone for a 1 kilo increase. My guess is, lifter from Iran posted his weight first. He went for a 234, which would have put him ahead of Mamalos Pavlos, but Mamalos has done this really, I guess, to put the pressure back on the lifter from Iran, because even if successful, the Iranian cannot go into the lead in this round. So some stunning lifting, tremendous degree of strength. Pavlos Mamalos of Greece stays in the lead.
Lifter to follow, Malaysia, Saad.
For being outplayed in the tactics department, the lifter from Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Sadeghzadehsalmani, put on the bar the weight that he believed would be enough to go into the lead on round 2. Pavlos Mamalos of Greece, well, he just said, no, I'm going to take the same weight as well. So Mamalos of Greece is the lighter of the two. This to put him right up there, keep him in the silver medal position. Just 1 kilo shy of the Paralympic record. His impairment and the results of the effects of polio. And his philosophy: where there is a will, there's a way. Well, can he find the way here? Well, he works hard, doesn't he? Gets the bar back to arm's length. The referee's decision. Oh, it's a no lift. Well, he's going to have no choice but to put that bar up another kilo for a chance of going into the lead on his third attempt. This really was close to the limit. Is there going to be another kilo there? I'm not sure. Just down a fraction on the left side as it gets to his chest, and that's cost him the lift. Sadeghzadehsalmani of Iran. Well, he'll have 1 attempt remaining to try and challenge for that top position. So, the results after round 2 in the men's 107 kilo category. In the lead from Greece, Pavlos Mamalos. In second place from Islamic Republic of Iran, Sadeghzadehsalmani. Third place, Mohamed Ahmed of Egypt.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 196 kilos. Third attempt from Malaysia, Shahmil, Mohamed Shahmil Matsan.
Barra pronta, 196 quilos para a terceira tentativa de Mohamed Ahmed.
Third and final round in the men's 107 kilo powerlifting division. In the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games, well, all to play for. Lifters coming out now for their third and final attempts. And the lifter on the platform, ready to go. Mohd, Shahmil, Saad of Malaysia. Successful with a 192 on his second attempt. Now gone for 196. This, if successful, will be a new personal best. Well, the bar appeared to be pretty level. The referees agree. Yes, they do. 2-1 in favour of the lifter. 196. That's a great recovery from Saad after a failure in the opening round.
Olheiros, por favor, montar a barra. 200 quilos, suporte 16.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 200 kilos, third attempt from Namibia, Ruben Soroseb.
Barra pronta.
So 8th position after the third and final round.
Lifter to follow. Alkawamleh.
Next up, Namibia is Ruben Soroseb. Well, he's nailed the 190 in round 2. Can he go now for 200 kilos? This a big lift, big milestone. Well, the centre referee has to request the bar be re-racked. Thank you, he says to the spotters. Thank you for taking the bar off me. Not to be today, that 10 kilo increase between second and third attempts, just a few kilos too many. Won't be long before he gets this.
Anilheiros, por favor, montar a barra com 204 quilos. Suporte 17.
A huge amount of focus required from the referees, but also the spotters as well. Ruben Soroseb finishes down in 9th.
Haidarah Alkawamleh.
Barra pronta com 204 quilos.
So all smiles again as he comes up onto the platform for his third attempt from Jordan. Haidarah Alkawamleh. Successful with his opening 2 lifts, 192, then 200. Now gone to 204 kilos. Well, let's see if he can finish off with 3 from 3. Well, was that level? I'm not sure the referees are going to be happy this time. Look to the scoreboard, anxious. He's got it though. Well, I'd like to see the replay, but he's happy, the referees are happy, that's all that matters. Big smiles. She accepts that decision. Nicely controlled to the chest. Well, from this angle, you can see the bar twisting. Well, bar needs to stay in that line. Does it? He looked to have straightened up there, but hey, I'm no referee. It's been given 204 kilos.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 210
Haidarah Alkawamleh of Jordan. Well, he's up into 5th place.
Thanks so much. Welcome to Rio.
Thank you so much and welcome to Rio. Well, it's been a pleasure to watch.
Kyrgyzstan, Orosbaev.
So from Uzbekistan, Nuriddin Davlatov. When asked why he started powerlifting, he said he liked strength sports ever since childhood. And after doing weightlifting for some time, he switched to powerlifting. His philosophy: the only limitations for a man are those that you create yourself. When you don't know about your limitations, you can surprise yourself. Live with enthusiasm and don't lose sight of your goals. Great philosophy to have. Well, 210 kilos. This will move him up into 6th place if successful. It's gone to arm's length. What happened when the bar hit the sticking point? Was there movement? Yes, there was.
Uzbekistan, 210 kilos.
Well, we'll have to be content with the 200 from round 2.
Loaders, 211 kilos now, rack height 13.
Anilheiros, por favor, montar a barra com 211 quilos, suporte 13.
Just about there, starts to lose a little control. Nuriddin Davlatov down in 7th place.
Third attempt from Kyrgyzstan. Zhyrgalbek Orosbaev.
Barra pronta com 211 quilos para a terceira tentativa de Orosbaev, do Quirguistão.
Lifter to follow. Czech, China.
Onto the platform now for his third and final attempt from Kyrgyzstan. Zhyrgalbek Orosbaev. Currently in 6th position. This won't be good enough for a medal, but it will be good enough to put him up into 5th place if successful. Was there a pause on the chest? I don't think so, but it's irrelevant.
No lift, Kyrgyzstan.
Weight was just too much for today. 203 kilos is the weight he's going to have to be content with.
Loaders, 226 kilos now, rack height 13.
Our loaders really good supporting, taking the bar just at the right time. So Orosbaev of Kyrgyzstan, he'll have to be content with a 6th place finish here in Rio.
Republic of China. Che Huichao.
Barra pronta com 226 quilos para a terceira tentativa de Che Huichao, República Popular da China.
Che Huichao of People's Republic of China, 3rd and final attempt. Well, he has the ability. Can he keep composed? This, a huge attempt, 226 kilos if successful, would put him up into the bronze, silver medal position by virtue of lighter body weight ahead of the lifter from Iran. So this is a massive lift from the lifter from China. Champion 8 years ago, 2nd place in London 4 years ago. Well, it's not going to go. What a shame. He's going to kick himself.
No lift. Chair, China, 226 kilos.
Well, a shake of the head. He took the weight that was required to put himself up into medal contention.
Loaders, 232
Just a few
kilos
too
now.
many kilos.
232 kilos, rack height 14.
Beyond what he's capable of today.
232 quilos, suporte 14.
Che Huichao of China, just outside the medals, 4th place here in Rio.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 232 kilos, 3rd attempt from Azerbaijan. Elshan Huseynov.
Elshan Huseynov of Azerbaijan is next up. Remember, 2 failures now. 232 kilos. My opinion, looks like he started too heavy. Well, let's hope that he proves me wrong. The previous 2 attempts, quite simply, been nowhere near.
If
Successful, this for the silver medal position. again, not to be, and he simply has started too heavy. Gambled everything, thinking he could do it. Well, questions will need to be asked. Whose call was that? Was that his or the coaching staff? Somebody has made the wrong call. More sensible weight may have seen him in a stronger position. So with 3 failures, Elshan Huseynov of Azerbaijan leaves Rio with nothing.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 233 kilos, third attempt. From Egypt, Mohamed Ahmed.
The medals have been decided. We know which lifters will be on the podium. The question we now have to answer is, what will the order be? What will the colours be? Mohamed Ahmed from Egypt is next up. Missed 233 on his previous attempt, has chosen to stick on 233. If successful, this will move him from bronze into silver. We still have 2 lifters remaining. So the rings on the bar, the athlete can put their hand on them inside, but they can't go outside those rings. So Mohamed Ahmed of Egypt, this to move him up into the silver medal position. Uh, 10 seconds on the clock. Needs to start the lift before the clock gets to 0. Well, he drives back to arm's length so aggressively. It's gone there. What do the referees think? They agree. Great lifting from Mohamed Ahmed of Egypt. 34 years of age, making his Paralympic debut. He goes up into silver medal position. I think it's fair to say this lift was right on his limit for today. Doesn't look like there was another kilo there. Tremendous effort from the Egyptian. Kept the bar moving and somehow manages to keep it level. I think that's what you call leaving the coach hanging. So, current second place.
Thank you. The bar is loaded.
2 lifters remaining. Will he stay there? He can do no more but sit and wait.
Sadeghzadeh. The next lifter to the stage for his 3rd and final attempt from Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Sadeghzadehsalmani. Well, he's finished on the podium at the last 2 Paralympics. He's going to finish on the podium today. Bronze medalist from the previous 2 games is currently sat in bronze medal position. He's now going for 234 kilos.
Successful, this will move him up into second place. Won't be enough for the lead because he's the heavier lifter. There's the 1 minute buzzer. Well, it's gone to arm's length. The referee's decision could be critical here. Is it silver or bronze?
No lid.
It's a bronze.
Islamic Republic of Iran, 234 kilos.
Well, he shrugs his shoulders as if to say, what went wrong? When he sees the replay, you'll see the bar wasn't quite even. Huge effort, trembling through the arms is significant. So competing here in his third Paralympic Games. Well, it's been bronze in every single competition. Bronze medal for the lifter from Iran. Well, the medals have now been decided. Gold, silver and bronze. We know the order.
Thank you.
We know the next lifter up onto the stage. From Greece, Pavlos Mamalos. He is the Paralympic champion in the men's 107 kilo category. He cannot be beaten. He's the last lifter in round 3. Victory under his belt. He is now going for 238 kilos. If successful, an attempt at the Paralympic record.
One minute.
Well, it's a strong lift. It's gone to arm's length. Are the referees happy? That's the question. Yes, they are. New Paralympic record. Pavlos Mamalos of Greece, the age of 45, competing in his 4th Paralympic Games. He was 3rd in London, he was 2nd in Beijing, and now at last he is the Paralympic champion. Well, he won Greece's first ever Paralympic powerlifting medal at the 2008 Paralympic Games in Beijing. Now he wins their first gold.
The medals are set, but Mamalos may want a 4th attempt to try and set records.
Well, you can hear the announcer saying that he may go for a 4th attempt, and he has. He's chosen 238 243.5 kilos. Well, this would be an attempt at the new world record, currently held by Elshan Huseynov. He was the only lifter in the men's 107 category that failed to register a good lift. The world record holder has fallen. Can Pavlos Mamalos rub salt into the wound by taking his record away? So he'll get 3 minutes to recover as opposed to the standard 2, and this is because he's following himself. Well, don't worry, the loaders are not packing up and going away. They're switching a couple of the red 25 kilo discs for the black 50s. Why? Because there's no room on the bar for them to catch if required. Well, I wouldn't like to be slapped around the chops by the coach. But in this situation, absolutely appropriate. Get the adrenaline going, get the lifter fired up. Well, he looks as though he's ready to go, and the clock hasn't even started ticking yet. So the black ones, they're 50, the reds are 25. And there's a little bit of shrapnel on the end, which brings us up to 243.5 kilos. An attempt here, the Paralympic and world records.
If successful, this will be a new Paralympic record, eclipsing his record of a few moments ago, and a new world record, beating Huseynov, the Haidarah Alkawamleh record from Hungary.
Já vai conseguir realizar o movimento, será estabelecido um novo recorde paralímpico e mundial da categoria.
Making sure the legs are firmly secured to the bench. Pavlos Mamalos into his own mental zone, just instructing the coach as to where he wants his feet positioned. Here we go, world record attempt, 243.5 kilos, Pavlos Mamalos of Greece. Well, it's not to be. He had a go. There is your Paralympic champion in the men's 107 kilo category here at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Well, we've been privileged to watch this. Some really inspiring efforts.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, permaneçam em seus lugares para a cerimônia de premiação da categoria masculina de até 107 quilos. Obrigado.
The organizing committee for the Paralympic Games thanks
Celebrations will begin, and they will probably continue for many days, weeks and months. Everybody wants to shake the hand of the champion. celebrations all round. This is a team effort. And there is your winner in the men's 107 kilo category from Greece, Pavlos Mamalos. Here are the overall standings. 10 started, 9 finished. The world record holder, well, he bombed out. Third place from Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Sadeghzadehsalmani. In second place from Egypt, Mohamed Ahmed. And gold medalist, the Paralympic champion from Greece, Pavlos Mamalos.
Would you like to learn about a new Paralympic sport? See it in person. Spectators wishing to purchase tickets should visit the ticket box offices. It's near the spectators' entrance. Or go online at www.rio2016.com/tickets. The Paralympic Games run up until September 18th.
Que tal conhecer mais um outro esporte paralímpico? Ingressos para todos os outros eventos estão à venda em nossas bilheterias ou pelo site www.rio2016.com/ingressos. A Paralimpíada acontece até o dia 18 de setembro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for men's up to 107 kilo powerlifting competition.
Senhoras e senhores, a cerimônia de premiação do halterofilismo da categoria masculina até 107 quilos.
Please welcome the medalists.
Por favor, deem as boas-vindas aos medalhistas.
So the victory ceremony in the men's 107 kilo powerlifting division. Back onto stage are your Paralympic medalists. Well, there's thumbs up, there's smiles.
The medals will be presented by member of the Paralympic Order.
As medalhas serão entregues pelo membro da Ordem
Presenting the
Paralímpica.
medals here
Mr. Georgios
from the Paralympic
Fontolakis,
Order, Mr. Georgios
accompanied by
Fontolakis.
Chairperson, Sport Technical Committee, International Paralympic Committee Powerlifting.
Acompanhado pelo presidente do Comitê Técnico
From
Esportivo
Great Britain,
do
Mr. John
Halterofilismo
Amos, the
do
IPC
Mr. John
Powerlifting
Amos.
Chairperson.
Bronze medalist representing Islamic Republic of Iran,
Medalha de bronze representando a República Islâmica do Irã.
Ali Sadeghzadeh.
Bronze medalist from Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Sadeghzadehsalmani. He's now won bronze at the last 3 Paralympic Games. We'll have to wait another 4 years to see if he can go one better.
Silver medalist representing Egypt,
Medalha de prata representando o Egito.
Mohamed Ahmed.
The silver medalist representing Egypt, Mohamed Ahmed.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Greece,
Medalha de ouro e campeão paralímpico representando a Grécia.
Pavlos Mamalos.
Well, fists to the air, the celebrations have begun. The gold medalist and Paralympic champion in the men's 105 kilo powerlifting division from Greece, Pavlos Mamalos.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Greece.
Senhoras e senhores, o hino da Grécia.
and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Senhoras e senhores, os medalhistas paralímpicos.
So the medalists from the victory ceremony of the men's 107 kilo category thoroughly deserve their positions there. Smiles all round, the emotions are running high, and now they can breathe a sigh of relief. It's a job very well done. And go and enjoy all the celebrations to follow. An emotional end to today's powerlifting, and this concludes the men's 107 kilo category from Rio Centro Pavilion 2 at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
Please assist us by leaving the venue as quickly as possible. Spectators are waiting to enter for the next session. Thank you.
Pedimos a todos que deixem assim que possível seus assentos para que possamos permitir a entrada dos espectadores para a próxima sessão. Obrigado. Tenham se divertido.
Hello and a very warm welcome to day 7 of the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. We've got live action from powerlifting to look forward to from Rio Centro Pavilion 2. This is the city's main exhibition and convention centre. We're located right next to Olympic Park. Well, we've got youngsters in today. Hopefully they will be inspired to pursue their own dreams and their own ambitions. We're almost ready to begin the women's 86 plus kilo category. The athletes are preparing backstage. Just over 3.5 minutes remaining until liftoff. And for those of you that are new to the sport of powerlifting, athletes will be competing head-to-head in the bench press discipline. This is a test to see, quite simply, who can lift the most. Competition will be run in a round-robin format. Lifters will only receive 3 attempts. It's their top weight that counts, and as with Olympic weightlifting, athletes will only be categorised according to their body weight. In picture now, we've got the spotters or the loaders. They will be multitasking. And as we take a look backstage, we've got a fairly impressive lineup today. We could potentially see records broken. Can Nadia Ali from Egypt claim a 3rd Paralympic medal after winning bronze in Beijing and in Sydney? We have the defending world champion, Nigeria's Josephine Orji. We also have a number of Paralympic debutantes who will be trying to get in the mix and fight for the medals. Well, here is the defending world champion. She's also the world record holder. Well, she's got some big lifts under her belt already, and she is here on a mission, trying to secure the title once again.
Loaders, show your muscles.
Anilheiros, mostrem seus músculos, anilheiros.
Well, the loaders are flexing their muscles, and they've had to bring those into action a few times. They probably lifted more than anybody here in Rio. Time and time again, they've had to step in for safety, and they've done a great job. Well, here are the lifters that will be competing in this women's 86 plus category. 7 lifters vying for a podium place. The lightest from Korea, Lee Hyunjung, 99.55 kilos. The heaviest, weighing in at 133.84 kilos, from Nigeria, Josephine Orji. Well, the lifters have gone up in body weight, and so are the weights they will be lifting. Are we going to see Josephine Orji set a new world record here in Rio? She's posted a 155 kilo opener, just 2 kilos shy of the world record that she holds. Well, the referees, they are wearing blue and they are seated and in position, ready to go. Countdown clock, just over 30 seconds remaining. Here are your jury members. Well, they have the power to overturn any decisions as they see fit.
Are you ready for powerlifting?
Está chegando a hora. Vamos juntos à contagem regressiva.
So lifters will be competing head-to-head in a round-robin system. Everybody will take 1 attempt. It's a rising bar, so the lightest out first. At the end of round 1, we will have positions. Those positions will then determine the order going into round 2, and again a rising bar.
The 75 kilos, rack height
Lifter only has 1 attempt to nominate their weight until we get to round 3, and they are allowed to change it twice.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 75 kilos.
So I'll try and explain some of the rules as we go. Quite simply, to test who can lift the most. Not quite that straightforward, as we have seen in previous competitions. The bar has to go down and up in a very specific manner for the referees to be satisfied and for the lift to be passed. So up onto the stage for the opening attempt in the women's 86 kilo category from Libya, we have Ghazalah Alaqouri, 43 years of age, making her Paralympic debut here in Rio. Now, we're not sure what her best lifts are. Her opening attempt, 75 kilos. The bar weighs 20, and the rings that are on the bar where her fingers are, they are not allowed to be exposed, i.e. your hands are not allowed to go wider. They can go on them or closer, but no wider. So the refereeing has been extremely strict at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. And as we can see, the lift has been failed, even though it went back to arm's length. It has to go down under control. Pause on the chest and drive back to arm's length. The key when driving back to arm's length is the bar must remain exactly level. What we can see here, it's level on the way down. It starts to go up the right hand side of the bar, slightly higher than the left. That's how fussy the referees are going to be. So Alaqouri of Libya will have to wait for a second attempt.
Thank you. Bars loaded 112 kilos. First attempt from Philippines, Adeline Ancheta.
Barra pronta com 112 quilos para a primeira tentativa de Ancheta.
Next up from the Philippines, Adeline Ancheta, 42 years of age, competing here. Their fourth Paralympic Games. She medalled back in Sydney in 2000. Athens and London just outside the medals. Has a personal best of 120. We'll have to wait and see how far that can take her. Now has a daughter back home that I'm sure will be watching and supporting her occupation. Athlete, also worked as a counsellor and a volunteer. Opening attempt, 112. Well, the anxious wait for the decision, and unfortunately it's not been given. Adeline Ancheta is going to be disappointed with her opening attempt.
Please load the bar to 115 kilos now. Rack height 12.
Pauses nicely on the chest, that is absolutely fine. It's that wobbling at the top, just not quite demonstrating the full control. Well, for those of you that do bench press back home, just think about how much you rely on your legs for stability. Either digging into the floor or resting on the bench. A lot of these lifters don't have that luxury. So 112 kilos, failed opening attempt.
Republic of Korea, Lee Hyunjung.
Barra pronta com 115 quilos para a primeira tentativa de Lee da Coreia.
Lifter to follow.
So from Korea we have Lee Hyunjung, 30 years of age, competing in her second Paralympic Games. Personal best of 107. Well, that was set at the World Championships in 2014, where she placed fourth. Starting considerably heavier than that today, 115. You'd have to make the assumption that her training since the World Championships has gone very well.
One minute.
Well, that looks good to me. Coming out here, absolutely nailing her first attempt. 115 kilos, well, that's a new best on the world stage. She's got to be chuffed with that. Question now is how much further can she go? There are 3 lifters still remaining in the competition. The medals are available. She's within touching distance. Textbook lift that we have just witnessed. Well, if everybody lifted with this kind of control, it would make the referees and our life a whole lot easier. So big smiles for Lee and Hyunjung up into the lead.
25 kilos, first attempt. Netherlands, Melaica Tuinfort.
Barra pronta com 125 quilos para a primeira tentativa de Tuinfort dos Países Baixos.
First attempt, the lifter from the Netherlands, Melaica Tuinfort, 26 years of age, while competing in her second Paralympic Games, but the first in powerlifting. She was a former shot putter, competed in Athens in 2004. She has been third in the world 2 years ago in powerlifting and has a personal best of 1:13 on the international stage. Well, coming out now on 1:25, so is likely, if successful, to blow that out the water. So the rules specify that during the lift, the head, shoulders, hips and feet must remain in contact with the bench. Lifters can use the strapping if they require to pin the legs down. Okay, asking for support from the centre spotter. Here we go. And she's got it, 2-1 decision in favour of the lifter. Wow, Dutch athlete is in the competition, up into silver, up into the lead.
Brasileiros, por favor, montar a barra com 128 quilos, suporte 12.
Keeps the bar nicely under control all the way back to the start position. Maybe down a fraction on the left-hand side. That may have been what the centre referee sought.
128 kilos, first attempt from Poland, Marzena Zieba.
Barra pronta com 128 quilos para a primeira tentativa de Zieba da Polônia.
So the coach trying to wind the crowd up. Let's make some noise. Come on then. As the Polish athlete steps foot onto the platform. Marzena Zieba, 26 years of age, competing in her Paralympic debut. Her ambitions are to win a medal here in Rio. Well, this will put her right up there. And a couple of lifters remaining now in round one. Every lift is critical from here on in. Well, swings around to take a look at the board and she can celebrate. 2-1 in favour. Up into the lead goes Marzena Zieba of Poland.
Brasileiros, por favor, montar a barra com 145 quilos, suporte 8.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 145 kilos. First attempt from Egypt, Nadia Ali.
2 lifters remaining now in the women's 86+ kilo category, powerlifting division. round one. Next up, from Egypt, we have Nadia Ali, 42 years of age, coming out now on a massive 145 kilos. If successful, this will be a new Paralympic record. Nadia competing in her third Paralympic Games. Twice she has been the bronze medalist. Twice she has medalled at World Championships, but never the gold. Personal best of 150. She's really coming out on the money here. 145, opening attempt. Well, I fear she's in a spot of bother right now. That was nowhere near. Well, didn't have a huge distance for the bar to travel.
Loaders, more weight, please.
Could barely get that moving again once it had paused on the chest. Well, she's in trouble. Nadia Ali from Egypt. She's going to have to find something superhuman in the next round. That, quite simply, is not good enough. No result in round one for the Egyptian.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 151 kilos. First attempt from Nigeria, Josephine Orji.
Here is the woman of the moment, Josephine Orji of Nigeria. The current world record holder. Record is 153 kilos. Choosing to start huge here, 151, just 2 kilos shy of her own world record. Well, if successful, we're going to see a new Paralympic record. This is a Paralympic debut, believe it or not. Sure she's going to have another one in Tokyo, maybe in 4 years. Well, we just have to wait for the referee's decision. Was the bar level on the way up? Yes, it was. Well, that's not a good lift, is it? That's a great lift. Just 2 kilos short of her own world record. Well, she's just taken the Paralympic record, 151 kilos. Good control on the way down.
75 kilos now. Rack height
Pauses. Now, it doesn't look even, but it stays at that level all the way through the lift. And that's why the referees have accepted it. Did I hear that correctly? 154, is that the weight she has chosen? Her second attempt. We'll have to wait and see. That concludes round one in the women's 86 plus category. In the lead with that new Paralympic record from Nigeria, Josephine Orji. In second place from Poland, Marzena Zieba. From the Netherlands, the current third ranked lifter is Melaica Tuinfort. We now begin round two in the women's 86 plus kilo category in powerlifting. First lifter back up onto the platform It's Ghazalah Alaqouri of Libya. Well, she missed 75 kilos on her opening attempt, has now chosen the same weight again. Will she succeed here? If so, she'll put it into 5th. That looks fairly comfortable. Just waits anxiously for the referee's decision. Oh, and it's a no lift. Well, it may have gone to arm's length comfortably, but if it's outside of the rules that are permitted, she has some trouble.
Loaders, please load the bar to 100.
So the control is good. Pauses. Fine.
Por favor, montar a barra com 116 quilos, suporte 12.
Well, let's have a look from this angle. Is that bar dead level? Well, forgive me, but I'm struggling to give you a reason as to why that was failed. Referees have clearly seen some kind of infringement, so she's left still out of the competition, 1 attempt remaining. So from the Philippines, Adeline Ancheta. Her impairment, the results of the effects of polio contracted when she was 3 years of age. When asked what her philosophy is, she said, "There's a lot of pressure in competition, but I always go with a gold medal in mind. Without an attitude like that, you just won't find success. It really is important to me, because I want to succeed and give Filipinos a reason to smile." Well, competing here in her 3rd Paralympic Games, she certainly is giving Filipinos a reason to smile.
One minute.
Well, the look to the scoreboard, as always.
No lift for Ancheta,
3 red lights. Well, let's have a look to see what this is for. Was it a bouncing on the chest?
Loaders,
Down the bar goes. Should pause and be absolutely stationary. Bar was not stationary. Small movements, small bounces. That could have been enough to cost her the lift. Adeline Ancheta, well, is struggling right now. No registered weights on the bar. 1 attempt remaining.
Lee Hyunjung.
Bar now goes up in weight, 120.
Lifter to follow.
From Korea, Lee Hyunjung. Impairment to her lower limbs and the results of the effects of polio. She was encouraged to try this sport by a social worker who's looked after her since the age of 14. In her own words, she was always well built, so was well suited to powerlifting. Her philosophy, if you try it, you can do it. You need to give it a go.
Minute.
So 115 was good on the opening attempt. We've now gone to 120. Another personal best. Well, it was strong. Referees are going to have to determine whether that bar stayed level. On this occasion, they don't think it did. So is left back on 115, has a third attempt still to come. Let's look from this angle and we'll see the bar tips on the right-hand side as we look at the screen. That was enough for the referees to say no lift. Lee Hyunjung of Korea just outside the medals as things currently stand in 4th position.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 130 kilos, second attempt. From Poland, Marzena Zieba.
Barra pronta, 130 quilos para a segunda tentativa.
From Poland, Marzena Zieba, wow, Paralympic debutante.
Prepara Tuinfort.
Born with anthroposis, is unable to bend her knees or freely move her feet. And it's certainly not affecting her ability to perform here in Rio. First tried powerlifting at the age of 15 years. Now 26 years of age, far more experienced and competing on the biggest sporting stage in the world. Successful with 128 on her opening lift. Has now gone to 130. Well, the bar flies back to arm's length. She's got a really good, almost hyper-extending elbow lock. It makes it very easy to see that the elbows lock out simultaneously. And there we are, 2 good lifts. Currently, silver medal position. 1 round remaining for her.
Por favor, montar a barra com 130 quilos, suporte 13.
Almost having to break the bar on the way down.
Thank you. The bar is loaded.
Good control on the chest. The bar is not allowed to sink into the chest.
Melaica Tuinfort.
Barra pronta com 130 quilos para a segunda tentativa de Tuinfort dos Países Baixos.
Nadia
Nadia
Zieba of
Egypt.
Poland in 2nd place. So the Dutch athlete now, Melaica Tuinfort, studied law. Born with a congenital limb deficiency. She became the first Dutch powerlifter to win a World Championship medal when she won bronze 2 years ago at the 2014 World Champs in Dubai. Formerly originated from Suriname, where she represented in para-athletics, the shot put. She competed there at the Paralympic Games. Well, here she is now, 130 kilos for a 2nd attempt. Yes, to move her into the silver medal position ahead of the Polish lifter. So is it enough? Yes, it is. 2 white knights. That puts her into the silver medal position ahead of Marzena Zieba of Poland by virtue of lighter body weight. Body weights play a part even in the supers. This really is a close competition.
The bar is loaded, 145 kilos.
So just confirming, 2nd place as things currently stand for the Dutch lifter.
145 quilos para a segunda tentativa de Nadia Ali EGY.
Lifter to follow, Orji.
So Nadia Ali of Egypt, well, under pressure now. Twice a medalist at Paralympic Games. She has the opportunity to move up into the silver medal position with this lift of 145 kilos, but first attempt, well, it was nowhere near. Let's see if she can succeed here.
One minute.
Well, that's better. Much, much better than the first attempt. What was going on in the opening lift? Well, it's gone back to arm's length, but it's been failed. It's a no lift, but it shows us that she is capable of the weight. Let's have a look. Oh, did that ever stop on the chest? Came up nice and level. Bar was never stationary, was it? Well, what a careless error. Too keen this time to get it back to arm's length. And still with no result. She believes she can do it. One attempt remaining.
Thank you. The bar is loaded.
Coach is saying what happened, and she said, I forgot to pause.
From Nigeria, Josephine Orji.
Now we have current leader making her Paralympic debut. Well, can anybody outlift Josephine Orji of Nigeria? 37-year-old is now going for a new world record.
Sets a new Paralympic record and sets a new world record.
I kind of forget the Paralympic record when we're talking about world records, but of course it would take both. A kilo now, more than anything she has ever lifted before. This is huge. Well, we just got to wait for that confirmation. It's not there. 2-1 against the lifter. Well, so close. Let's have a look.
Loaders, please. 75 kilos, rack height 12.
Was at the chest. That bit looks good. Wow, does the bar drop on the near side? You can see the elbows not quite locking out simultaneously. The bar's level there. Starts to drop on the left, and that's why it's been failed. Well, she wants that world record. She still has one attempt remaining.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 75 kilos. Third attempt from Libya. Ghazalah Alaqouri.
The standings after round 2 in the women's 86+ kilo category. In the lead from Nigeria, Josephine Orji, currently in silver medal position. From the Netherlands, Melaica Tuinfort, and in the bronze medal position as things stand from Poland, Marzena Zieba. So the final lift in the competition for Ghazalah Alaqouri on 75. Unfortunately, she does not get a result here in Rio. 3 successive failures. She's out of the competition. Well, how disappointing. Just unable to maintain the bar totally level. She'll need to go back to the drawing board now and work on these technical bits. And hopefully we'll see her again in 4 years' time, a more experienced lifter.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 121 kilos now. Third attempt, Philippines, Adeline Ancheta.
Barra pronta com 121 quilos para a terceira tentativa de Ancheta, Philippines.
Lifter to follow, Lee, Republic of Korea.
Prepara, Lee.
Next up from the Philippines, Adeline Ancheta. Well, a friend of hers suggested she have a go at powerlifting, and she said, why not? She started powerlifting a few months later and then decided to take part in a local abled body competition. She won. The prize included 2 months free training at a gym that was owned by her future coach. Well, it's coaches like that see potential in athletes and are then able to coach and take them on to this kind of level. Needs this lift to stay in the competition. 121. Well, strong enough to drive it back to arm's length. The decision now lies with the referees, and unfortunately, another lift up we see bombing out. No result here in Rio.
Loaders, please. 130 kilos on the bar now. Rack height 12.
Not stationary on the chest, and that lack of control is what's cost her.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 130 kilos. Third attempt. Republic of Korea. Lee Hyunjung.
Barra pronta, 130 quilos. Terceira tentativa de Lee na Coreia.
Lifter to follow, Tuinfort, Netherlands.
Prepara, Tuinfort.
Bar now has gone up to 130 kilos. This for the third attempt from the Korean athlete Lee Hyunjung. Currently in 4th position. Successful with 115 on her opening attempt. Has subsequently missed 120. Well, she's gone up to 130. If successful, this would put her into the bronze medal position ahead of the Polish lifter Marzena Zieba. This for a shot at the podium.
One minute.
Well, it's a too big an ask on a third attempt, up by 10 kilos.
No lift.
Just unable to get through the sticking point, so Lee Hyunjung has had a go at trying to get back on the podium, not to be.
Loaders,
She finds herself down in 4th place.
Anilheiros, por favor, montar a barra com 134 quilos, suporte 12.
And the side spotters again doing a great job. There we are, there's confirmation. 4th place, Hyunjung.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 134 kilos. 3rd attempt from Poland, Marzena Zieba.
Barra pronta com 134 quilos. Terceira tentativa.
So from Poland, Marzena Zieba, well, she had to wait and watch nervously just then to see if she remains on the podium. She does. She's still in the bronze medal position. That can still change. Succeeded already with 128, then 130. And now she's put the bar up to 134. This would move her up into the silver medal position. Big lift here. Well, very aggressive to arm's length, and again the elbows lock out simultaneously. Did the bar stay level? Yes, it did. And there are the celebrations. Marzena Zieba of Poland goes up into the silver medal position.
Loaders, 134 kilos now, rack height 13.
Anilheiros, por favor, montar a barra com 134 quilos, suporte 13.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 134 kilos. 3rd attempt, Netherlands, Melaica Tuinfort.
Barra pronta com 134 quilos para a terceira tentativa de...
Well, big smiles from the Polish lifter. She cannot do any worse now than a bronze medal. But the lifter coming onto the stage, well, she is now under pressure. Melaica Tuinfort of the Netherlands. She's just been pushed from silver into bronze. And there is still one lifter remaining in this competition that is yet to post a weight. So she could find herself dropping off the podium, but this will guarantee her a medal. This will move her back up into the silver medal position and put the pressure on Zieba Marzena of Poland. It's the same weight on the bar that we've just seen. The body weights now will come into play. Melaica Tuinfort in picture. Well, she's the lighter of the two lifters.
1 minute.
Oh, well, it was under control right until the end. I think she's thrown it away. So unsuccessful with 134. And there's the celebrations on Zieba Marzena of Poland. She is guaranteed a medal. We'll just have to wait and see what colour. Melaica Tuinfort, unsuccessful here. She's still in the bronze medal position, and there is every chance she can stay on the podium. The next lifter will decide that. Smiles now.
Thank you. The bar is loaded, 145 kilos. 3rd attempt from Egypt, Nadia Ali.
Barra pronta com 145 quilos.
Well, this is the lifter that can affect proceedings. She's the one lifter that is yet to register a total. So Nadia Ali of Egypt asking for the crowd support. Very experienced at 42 years of age. Come on, she says, I need your help. Twice been a bronze medalist before. This will catapult her up into the silver medal position and would push Melaica Tuinfort of the Netherlands out of the medals. 145 kilos on the bar. This for a medal. Well, surely she paused that time. The bar came back to arm's length. Has she corrected the mistakes? Oh my goodness me. Well, so no lift.
Loaders, 154 kilos, please.
Marzena Zieba is guaranteed a silver medal now. She thought she was going to be pushed down into bronze. The Egyptian is being asked to leave the bench. Comes down. Oh, was it stationary? Oh, let's have
154 kilos.
final look from this angle. Bar's down on the right side. Still down on the right side. I'm not sure, maybe movement on the chest. Maybe she will appeal. Her coaches have a minute to get appeal in writing to the jury table.
Thank you. The bar is loaded. 154 kilos. Third attempt from Nigeria, Josephine Orji.
So, as things stand at the moment, here is your Paralympic champion in the women's 86 plus kilo category powerlifting division.
If successful, this will give her a new Paralympic
It's an incredible
record
lifter we are witnessing here. Sticking with 154 kilos. Again, to attempt her own world record. Missed it on the second attempt. She's already secured the gold. This for the icing on the cake here at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Well, it looks strong, it looks solid. Is it good enough? Yes, it is. And there we are. We have we have the same world record holder with a new weight, 154 kilos.
Josephine Orji, Nigeria.
Here are the rest of the Nigerian team, here to support their lifter. I think it's going to be noisy parties tonight as we conclude the final day of powerlifting. The Nigerian team have done so well. Bar flies back to arm's length. Well, you've got to think there's more kilos there. She does have the option to take a fourth attempt.
This closes off the medals portion. She may ask for a fourth attempt to try and beat the record.
Now there are the smiles.
And she has loaders 100.
Well, whether she wants to or not, the coaches are pushing her out. You are taking a fourth attempt, and it's massive. 160 kilos. Yes, I said that correctly. 160. That is the weight being loaded onto the bar. Nigerian lifter Josephine Orji. She's just broken her own world record. Well, this, unbelievable lifting. No able-bodied lifters with the same body weight can hit these kind of weights.
Josephine Orji. If successful, once again, this will be a new Paralympic record, a new world record.
So 3 minutes is on the clock instead of the standard 2. That's because she's following herself. She won't need 3 minutes. She's focused and she's ready. Out she comes straight away. Well, the youngsters in the crowd going wild, haven't they? Been lucky to see such a spectacle of lifting. It's moments like these that inspire the next generation. If you're watching and you fancy having a go, look up where your nearest club is. Don't leave it till tomorrow, do it today. Josephine Orji from Nigeria. 4th attempt, 160. Wow, how strong is this woman? Another world record, 2-1 in favour. The party just gets louder.
Another new Paralympic record. A new world record, 160 kilos.
Just a quick inspection by the centre referee to make sure she's not wearing anything illegal. Well, of course she's not. What an attempt. Impeccable control all the way to the chest. Pauses.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain.
Huge drive back to arm's length. Just managed to keep control.
Over 86 kilo competition. Thank you.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, permaneçam em seus lugares para a cerimônia de premiação da categoria feminina, 86 quilos mais. Obrigado.
There are the celebrations backstage. And the big smiles. Well, there is your winner, Paralympic champion in the women's 86 plus kilo category from Nigeria, Josephine Orji. $154, well, that's the weight that counts in the competition. The 160, that was outside of proceedings. It still counts as a world and Paralympic record, but not on the official results. And here are the overall standings in the women's 86 plus category. Josephine Orji from Nigeria in gold. In silver medal position, Marzena Zieba of Poland, and in the bronze medal from the Netherlands, Melaica Tuinfort.
determination, commitment, and dance moves.
A organização dos Jogos Olímpicos e Paralímpicos agradece a todos os voluntários pelo esforço, dedicação e comprometimento.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the women's plus 86 kilo powerlifting competition.
Senhoras e senhores, a cerimônia de premiação do halterofilismo da categoria feminina 86 quilos mais.
welcome the medalists.
Por favor, deem as boas-vindas às medalhistas.
The medalists for the victory ceremony of the women's 86 plus kilo category powerlifting here from Rio Centro Pavilion 2. The athletes are ready to receive what's rightfully theirs. This is what they have come
The
for.
medals will be presented by governing board member of the International Paralympic Committee.
As medalhas serão entregues pelo membro do Conselho Executivo do Comitê Paralímpico Internacional.
Medals presented by Ms. Rita Van Driel, IPC governing board member.
Accompanied by Director of International Relations and Protocol Operations of Rio 2016.
Director of International Relations here in Rio, Lucia Amaral Piexoto.
Bronze medalist representing Netherlands,
Medalha de bronze representando os Países Baixos.
Melaica Tuinfort.
Bronze medalist, women's 86 plus kilo category from the Netherlands, Melaica Tuinfort. At last we have the smiles.
Representing Poland,
Medalha de prata representando a Polônia.
Marzena Zieba.
And the silver medalist, representing Poland, Marzena Zieba, 26 years of age. What a Paralympic debut she has made.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Nigeria,
Medalha de ouro e campeã paralímpica representando Nigéria.
Josephine Orji.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion. Inching away onto the podium from Nigeria, Josephine Orji. Not content with one world record on her third attempt, she opted for a fourth. 160 kilos was the weight lifted. Tremendous effort today. She takes the title.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Nigeria.
Senhoras e senhores, o hino da Nigéria.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Senhoras e senhores, as medalhistas paralímpicas.
There are your medalists in the women's 86 plus kilo category We've seen new world records set, and this concludes the women's 86 plus category from Rio Centro Pavilion 2 at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games.
When leaving your seat and exiting the venue, please take unwanted items with you and place them in the available waste bins of the Rio 2016 Pavilion 2. Thank you.
Ao deixar seu assento, por favor, leve seu lixo para ser depositado nas lixeiras espalhadas pelo Pavilhão 2 do Rio Centro. Obrigado.
Please assist us by leaving the